The Michigan International Speedway in Brooklyn, Michigan in the United States of America is next. The 10th round of the season at the Michigan International Speedway in Michigan in the United States of America. It's 37 laps around the Michigan International Speedway for round 10 of the season. Here's how they line up for the Michigan race, round 10 of the season. It's me on pole. I've absolutely smashed qualifying. I out-qualified the next best driver by nearly 10 whole miles an hour. So that's quite extraordinary. I'm not sure how I was quite so dominant. It goes against the form of the season in qualifying. But I'll take it. Scott Goodyear lines up second. Not Nigel Mansell is third. Paul Tracy fourth. Mario Andretti, Bobby Rahal, Emerson Fittipaldi, Stefan Johansson, Raul Boesel and Al Unser Jr. round out the top 10. 33 car field. Let's go and do this race. 32 laps was it? I can't remember. Let's see what it is. Let's go racing. We'll start with a pace lap, a nice gentle introduction to the race. Let's just get ready to do that now. Let's get the standings up. Wait for that green flag. Just slowly build up. Oh, there we go. Oh, I got jumped by Tracy, not Nigel Mansell, and Scott Goodyear. They were better at me at the start. 37 laps to go. Right, let's see what happens into turn 1. Sometimes they check up. Just going to take it very easy through the first corner. I need to go too crazy. Whoa, almost got chopped my nose off by Scott Goodyear. Fourth. Trying to blow the engine. Ooh, bit understeer into the first corner. Third corner even. Turns 3 and 4. Slumping back behind Andretti. But that's fine. We'll just wait for the car to warm up. The tyres to warm up. And for me to warm up. It's going to be a long old race, so I can take my time, take it easy. Just settle into a nice rhythm. Try not to take too much out of the car. Try not to ask too much of the tyres in the early stages. Try not to understeer into the Goodyear car. There we go. Up to third. It's all going quite well. Just keep doing my thing. Just keep going around this circle. 35 laps to go. Up to second. I'm going to go for the lead into turn 1. Absolutely flying around the banks of Michigan. Excellent. Right, let's see if I can pull away from these guys. And then we have to start worrying about the back markers. We'll be on them soon, no doubt. Have to keep an eye on the fuel. I think we can do this race without needing to stop. But we'll find out. We'll see what happens when we get halfway through. Which will be lap 19. We want 20 gallons of fuel at lap 19 to go. And that should mean we're going to be home and dry on fuel. .4 ahead of not Nigel Mansell at the moment. .33 to go. Don't know why I'm doing it in an Australian accent, but I am. Pulling away from not Nigel Mansell, which is a good sign. Should be really gentle. Just let the car do the work. Use the minimum steering inputs. Foot flat to the floor. Just the slightest breathe of the throttle on the way into the first corner. Just let it roll through the bends. Oop, slightly grazed all, that's fine. And wait for the back markers to appear in the distance. And just keep circulating. Not the most thrilling thing to watch, but no doubt drama is just around the corner. 33 gals. Are we doing more than a gallon a lap? I suspect we are. $33 gallons, 30 laps to go. And there's back marks in the distance. $32 gallons. $29 laps to go. I wonder if the number of gallons is chasing the number of laps, and the number of gallons is getting closer to the number of laps and will eventually overtake the number of laps to go, which means we don't have enough fuel. Whoa, that was a very slow back marker. Took me by surprise. In fact, I'm going so fast I can reduce my boost. I forgot about this. I can reduce my boost to 8. If I'm still pulling away at 8, then I can reduce my boost to 7. And so on and so forth until I'm maintaining the gap and not burning as much fuel. Strategy. 28 to go. 31 gals. Right, let's not crash into a back marker as we go underneath them into turn 3. Gently does it. $31 gallons remain. And how many laps remain? 27. So there's just over 3 more gallons than laps. Let's see if that goes down to 2 at any point. And I might need to reduce my fuel, my boost. I assume I'm still pulling away from the cars behind. Be so careful with these back markers, you never know what they're going to do. $30 gallons remain. 4. That's the difference between gallons and laps has gone up to 4, so that's a good sign. And as I'm still building the gap, I'm going to reduce the boost to 7 just for peace of mind. I can always turn it back up if things start getting tight. Got to concentrate as we negotiate these back markers. Just keep it low. Hopefully they won't come down on me as they're going too wide. 25. 25 to go. 6.2 to not Nigel Mansell. Am I still pulling away? Four more gallons than laps. That's a good sign. 6.6 to Mansell. I'm going to drop the boost to 6. I think that might be my limit on boost. It's nice to have the option to increase the boost and hopefully have enough fuel at the end, so as I don't need to pit. Still going up the gap to not Nigel Mansell, so that's a very good sign. Still going quickly. Can drop the boost to 5. Now be careful of the back markers now, you haven't got as much straight line speed. Should make the corners easier though. 7 seconds back to not Nigel Mansell. Let's hope that still goes up this lap. 22 to go. And that's 5 between. That's a 5 gallon more gallons than laps, so that's definitely helping my numbers. Shouldn't need to pit. Just got to chill. and circulate. Circulate and chill. .21 to go. Back marker's outpacing me now, so that means I don't want to go any lower than 5 on the boost. Just watch that gap to Nick Montel. Oh. That's why you don't want to sit behind the back marker, because they can just suddenly stop accelerating for no apparent reason. .6 to the car behind, 20 laps to go, 25 gals. Oh, the gap has reduced. So I'm going to go back up to 6 on the boost. Because the gap reduced, the boost goes up. That's the rule. Got a bit of clear air to punch in my laps now. .19 to go, 24 gals. Gap is 7 seconds, 7.1, good, it went back up. 6 is the sweet spot on the boost. And it looks like not Nigel Mansell's pulling away from Paul Tracy as well, so there's no other threats from behind. Just got to keep going around. Try and bring it home. 18 to go. 24 gals, perfect. Just barely getting the tyres working. Just a very hint of tyre squeal through the corners. 17 to go. 7.9 to not Nigel Mansell. 8.2, gap goes up. Numbers all good, which is encouraging. Feeling the slipstream from that car ahead. Go underneath them. Try not to hit them. .16. Plenty of fuel. Once more across the stripe, 15 to go. That's about halfway through the race. Oh no, we went halfway through the race a few laps ago, didn't we? But we're now just coming up on halfway through the fuel run. When it hits 20 gals, that's half a tank. Gap is pretty stable. Not worried about the cars behind. .14 to go. Dive under these guys. Just doing my thing. Just going around. Try not to make any mistakes. Keep the car in good order. Oh, that was a bit close to the wall. That was not keeping the car in good order. But we live to fight another day. Just hope the AI behave themselves. As we come down to the stripe. Is that going to be 10 to go? I've lost count. 12 to go. Almost 2 off. But a nice big gap to the cars behind. Just keep negotiating the traffic. Don't do anything silly. Just keep going around. Nice big gap to the cars behind now. That's up to 10 seconds. Plenty of fuel. Another lap in the book. That is 10 to go now. 10 to go, 10-second lead. All good. Just concentrating on the pixels. The big old blocks of pixels. Giving the AI plenty of space, 9 to go, plenty of fuel, plenty of margin. Once more across the stripe, 8 to go. Plenty of margin, plenty of fuel, plenty of speeds. Nice big gap to the next bunch of AI ahead. Chance to relax as we come towards the end of this race. Seven to go. Nearly a 12-second lead. But you can't relax for a moment. You never know when danger's gonna leap out at you. Every time you pass an AI, your heart is in your mouth. And it's not over until it's over. 6 laps. Side by side with these guys. Always tense. But I'm surviving. I'm getting through it. Five to go. Plenty of margin, plenty of fuel. What's this guy doing? Desperately want his slipstream, but I desperately don't want to be stuck behind him. If he checks up suddenly, ruins my day. Look at them darting around all over the place. Now I'm stuck behind him as he's taking the low line. This is very tense now. Why are they racing each other so hard? Making me very nervous. Still plenty of margin, plenty of gap. Just take it easy. Once more across the stripe. 3 to go. Just got to hold in for 3 more laps. go underneath these AIs. Oh no, he's coming down on me. There's no room through. Oh, he's checking up. Thanks for that. It's never easy. Never comfortable. Oh, don't get behind them. 2 to go. Plenty of fuel, plenty of margin. Go underneath this guy. Is that Raul Bazell? I think that's Bazell. No, it's not Bazell, it's Rahal, isn't it? That might be Bazell on the orange car ahead. He's checked up. I'm coming through. As we come up to 1 lap to go. About to get the white flag. One to go. Plenty of margin, plenty of fuel. Just got to survive. Got a nice big gap ahead of me, so shouldn't have to worry about AI for the rest of the race. Just once more through turns 3 and 4. Come out of 4. Cross the stripe to take the win. Excellent. That was a good race. I survived and I won. And I beat not Nigel Mansell by 14 seconds. Very good race. Plenty of fuel at the end. Let's see how they all came home. And then we'll take a look at the point standings after 10 rounds. Raucous celebrations as I win the race at Michigan, the Michigan International Speedway. I won from not Nigel Mansell. Paul Tracy brought it home in 3rd. Fittipaldi was 4th. Mario Andretti 5th. Bobby Rahal, Roberto Guerrero, Raul Bazell, Arie Luyendyk and Al Unser Jr. round out the top 10. And that gives me a very healthy points lead of 26 points over Mario Andretti. And it's Paul Tracy 3rd, Raul Bazell, Al Unser Jr., Stefan Johansson, Emerson Fittipaldi, Bobby Rahal, Nigel Mansell, Scott Goodyear. He rounds out the top 10 in points. And next we go to the New Hampshire International Speedway in Loudon. That's in New Hampshire. That's in the United States of America. That's going to be 30 laps next time in the IndyCar series for round 11.